We are back. We bike. We're bike. All right. So like the video, subscribe, hit the bell down so it goes to the 13-month series doesn't get you and you can stay notified. We last left off with some of the things that were happening with like the Lopabia princess, and we saw Lopabia Ren being like he wants to take out Bam. We know we have this competition and tournament thing coming up. I don't want to bore you guys to death with too much preamble, but just know that I was told from the Webtoon ambassadors, Dr. Bonehead and Dotaku Fix, about some terms of service updates and whatnot. So we'll have to be a little bit careful of how we move forward. And from my understanding, Alpha Scans went down and Cosmic Scans is the one that took up all of their dropped material. So let's read, see how this goes, and we'll take it incrementally as we go. And if you want to read some of the next chapters early, subscribe to my Patreon. Pledge to that Patreon. Let's get it. Before the war breaks out at the nest, Lopobia's mothership. This is before the nest. Let me know why it's so hard. Okay, I see the symbol. You contact me because of Gustang, right? This is definitely trauma, right? Because I see that like DNA double helix thing there. That's right. And the dialogue here looks kind of taped. That's interesting. Wonder because he's on camera. I've already heard he told them the division is going to start. That's a declaration of war. There's a report that the family's mothership is gathering their core strength. It seems like Gustag thinks the irregular who entered the tower can be someone special like us. So are you saying that you've seen irregulars that are not special? This is not like so like you don't all end up becoming OD? What do you think, Traumare? I don't know, but ever since I knew of that boy's existence, I've been getting nightmares again, so I want to test him. Okay. But if Zahard doesn't like that, no. Test him. But Traumare, I think it's best if this doesn't end in a clash between the Zahard and and Pobedal families. That being said, Kun, Arie, and their families' influences are too great for them to get involved. That means, okay, we'll take on the Lopobia family. That's what you want, right? But I have a condition. A condition? I want to check out that irregular myself. So this was his own will. Okay, interesting. So when did he have that conversation with the other family heads? We're gonna have to talk about this, like maybe ASAP on God. I want to test that irregular, and if I verify that, if I verify that a regular can become someone like us, if you verify, I will use him in the war against Gustang. I will marry him to a suitable person from my family, make him my successor, and use him as the thorn that'll target Gustang and not use Zahard. That is my method. So there's Zahard, getting a little necklace. No eyes yet. Okay, suit yourself. I'm I'm a little bit baffled by this, but I guess ultimately he wants the war not to happen and wants Trauma to do it, so he'll bite the bullet on that. But when his power appeared in the hidden floor, he's like, "Get the f out," you know. So GTFO. So By the way, how are your nightmares? Do you still remember them? Yeah, they're definitely nightmares, but I can't remember what they are about when I wake up. I definitely threw away that memory to Leviathan, but why does it keep haunting me? I don't know anymore. Just who was it and what kind of memory was it to torment me so much? Interesting. So SIU, Tower God, we are back, baby. Tales User Universe. The prison where Kun and his party are locked up. How are you? Hey, you're out here again. You came. Did someone come to meet you? Did you know someone from the Pobadafa? I met Rachel. Jeez! Why is Rachel here? I don't know. She must have reliable support here. She said she'd get me out. She said she'd get me out the paint? That's crazy. What about the others? Of course, they're trapped in their rooms. In this prison, they rotate through the rooms and let a person from each room get 3 hours and 30 minutes of time alone in the living room. You must have casted some sort of spell to let them allow you to come out whenever, because I'm a guide. Okay. So why is Rachel saying she's going to let you go? I don't know. She didn't say anything about that. What's she thinking? I'll only know when I get out. Isn't this a good thing? Once you're free, you want to be easy free to deal with her? No. For some reason, this time. I don't have a good feeling about it. The next day. I remember this guy. This is the dual family dude. I don't remember his name. Mate? It was like Ha Pobedal Mate, something like that. Mate. He's watching me so intensely. His eyes are like lasers. He's squinting. Got the gin eyes. Yo, Kitty, congratulations on becoming free. Then shall we go? He really got me out. He's a pretty skilled nut job. So during a airship car thingamajig. Looked like it honestly reminds me for some reason of the Jetsons. The Jetsons? The Flintstones? Jetsons, yeah. Where shall we go with the remaining time? First we should get new clothes. Spray some perfume too. It's good to look presentable, yes. Then let's go to the shop. Opposition to war? Was this the war Asensio talked about? Was the war Asensio talked about real? It seems like the rumors have already spread within the family mothership. Of course, they'd be scared if a large-scale war that they've never experienced before breaks out. If you're the family head, this is quite a pain in the arse. Scroll down. Boutique. So we getting drippy? We getting dripped up? Pesky Spass. Yeah. Why is he trading with Rachel look like this? Rachel look hideous. She needs some drip. Thump. Okay, the suit. It's clean. Okay, but you need to button it both, bro. What's the one button? Oh. How was it? Good. His looks are so much better now that he's dressed cleanly. What's he trying to do? I feel like he's trying to sell you off someone. I don't know why. Outskirts of the Pobedal mothership. Okay, so we're flying to some little thing with suspendium. A wealthy family's floating mansion. He's in here. It seems like this is the ranking of the mansion of a high-ranking person. Why have you taken me here? You've also bought me these clothes. Hey, isn't it time for you to tell me? It's reading. What? Tonight you're going to read here. It is currently reading session time. They want to read, but they're too lazy to read themselves. So the elites who have a lot of suspendium in this family like to watch a cool man reading in this fantasy mansion. The Pobedal family's reading sessions that doesn't take place in such a fancy way. The Pobedal family reading sessions that I know doesn't take place in a fancy place like this. Isn't the essence of the reading sessions to focus on the books in the neatest place possible? That's why this type of reading session exists, because such a boring rule exists. There are people who want to break that rule. And there's something else that's fun in this reading session. The book you're going to read here, at least in our family, is a forbidden book. Uh-oh. What? I wonder who we about to see, man. Who are these people? Who are these elites? The wealthy elites. What is this? People are wearing masks. Is this a masquerade or something? I'm supposed to read this book here? Oh, that's interesting. Sorry if you can hear that. That's my phone. I'm sorry. Zahard's Prince Icarus? This is. Wait a minute. Oh, you disgusting old ladies. Oh my, how cool. Sorry, but I can't read something so delusional and disgusting. So if you really want to read this, read it yourselves in a dark, secluded place. You're telling me to read something ridiculous. Rachel! Hmm? She's not here by any chance? Yeah, it's here. Everyone, put your hands up and freeze. It's the police. Dear readers, kindly correct us if this is wrong. What? You dare open a reading session without permission? Arrest them all. What day? This is a trap. Arrest them. Damn it. If I get mistaken as the reader of a book like that, even if I'm a part of the 10 great families, I'm done for. Rachel, this clever thing, not that wasn't that clever. I thought she was cooking up something crazy. Like I thought they were gonna sell him or something. Inside the Pobedal's mothership, police headquarters prison cell. Did he get back there? Name. Oh, he got caught, eh? Name Cunaguero Agnes. Damn it. After is that thing who caught him? After hiding this banned book in your lighthouse, you brought it out. You were about to recite the forbidden book. Then you saw the police enter and got caught while trying to run. I knew Rachel planned on effing me over after releasing me, but I didn't know she'd use this tactic. And now you are denying that you brought that book. What a sticky situation. Regardless if I'm in a 10 grade families, if I'm accused of reading such a book, I could be executed. Do you have any opinions on this report? I've been telling. Oh, this is the guy from the beginning. I remember this guy. Like it's like one. It's like a glasses monocle. I've been telling you since earlier. I'm not the one who brought the forbidden book. It was there before I arrived. Good work. He's like, what? How is it, police captain? It's just like I said, right? You. Oh, so there's some. What's going on? If we let him go, he'd show his true colors. What? I suggested it to let you go and see what you are really like. Since we didn't have any information on you guys other than the fact that you are the family head brought you here from the local Bia, I thought you appeared in front of a family head with hidden intentions. I was right. To think you brought a forbidden book to our mothership, this punk. You appeared in front of our family head with that intention. You sure have some guts. Those local Bia guys from the warp ship gate are also in on it too, right? So they were. They also. So they're not just after him. They're trying to frame everybody. That's interesting. Those local Bia guys. How long have you been into the forbidden book? This guy's trying to use me, who came from the local Bia mothership, to increase the people's hostility towards local Bia family. Deliver the forbidden book to the family head. Yes, they're out of their minds, these local Bia guys. In order to get justification for the war, a few days later, I went through all that to set you free, but you got caught again, Rachel. It's already been a few days since the investigation started, but I heard that you've been keeping your mouth shut after the first day. If you're feeling wrong, you should say something. Why should I? They've been asking me are formal questions without any torture or threats. They just keep me sitting here, then send me to the room. The food here is quite okay too, and the conclusion has already been reached anyways. And this is all just a formality, so why should I increase the information they have on me while feeling wronged? On top of that, the person who brought us here was the family head. If the family head allowed the situation you've created, then I can't do anything anyways. You know your situation well. Why me? Sorry, but I have nothing to do with Lopobia, and I'm just a kid who's been thrown away by a kun. I'm not useful enough to have an impact. Why you? Aren't you too full of yourself? What? I improvised this situation to get you in trouble. To be honest, if it wasn't you, someone else would have been in your position. You're so full of yourself. And this was just a show anyways. This was a tool for the upcoming reading session. You just happened to come to from the local beer's mothership, so you were chosen. So I'm not saying you are in this position because you're special. So what's that book? Zahard's Prince and the story about the 10 families. The sentences were all too well written and detailed for it to be an improvisation. Is it something you got? Who knows? It's a hard prince who doesn't exist. It must be nonsense. It must be nonsense. Well, do you have anything else you're curious about? How'd you get in here? Coincidence. I happened to run into the family head here, and after that, I was introduced to the second in command, and I am helping him. Are you talking about starting a war? I am not that great of a person, but something similar? Then since I replied to your question, I'll also ask one. Where is Bam? They said he disappeared after the battle in the nest. I don't know either. Don't worry, he's definitely alive. I really don't know. You're secretive in these situations. Well, anyway, the rumors about Mr. Kun who read a forbidden book at a forbidden reading session have spread, and good timing because the warp ship that came from Lopobia suddenly appeared around here. Although the family head doesn't really need to mind the public opinion, he at least wants a war to citizen support. We've attained that, and soon the family head will open a reading session. The family head had to cancel the last one, so they're opening it again. This is so long. Oh my god. Anyway, in that important session where the family head is going to read himself, the family head in the middle of the mothership where everybody is looking will declare war against Lopobia. It's a declaration of war. A declaration of war. The 10 family heads are planning to go to war. And I believe that's the end of this chapter since our comeback. Um, I don't have any strong opinions in any direction. I'm not like upset or like, oh my god, it's the best thing ever. It just seems like we're just kind of picking up where we left off, and we're getting some things in order. So, I guess the first thing in order is to find a justification to have this war. with I'm not sure what the local B are going to do, but I would gather that more often than not, if Gustang wants to have a war, what could they really do about it? So it'll be interesting to see how these things kind of trickle down. But we'll have a discussion about it, obviously, as we usually do, instead of me trying to figure this all out on my own. So stay tuned for that and have yourselves a mighty fine day. But we are back, and I'm telling you guys, when Rachel's involved, the story's at its best. You gotta admit that. Stop. I know some of you guys are art anti-racial task force. Shout to Sun Wu, but Rachel really makes this story turn, man. Shout out to the Patreon gang. Because of y'all, I don't gotta consume ice soup every day. Y'all ever ate ice soup? Y'all never had no ice soup. Anyway, shout out to the CVL. That's the certified BAM lovers. Shout out and salute to the priest of fire. That's the real CBL certified brilliant lovers. But the biggest and largest thanks to the fifth Zen gods, my tier 3 pledgers. That's Big Abdel, Tris, Fitz, Irene Sharda, Jacob Holland, Johnny Rogers, Lazy Dragon, Lucky Roo, Revenant, Scobe, Silo, Simi. He got a Twitch now. Go follow him on Twitch. Sunny Katha Polly and Zodiac Nemiko. You guys, your support is greatly appreciated because I'm tired of eating ice soup, man. I'm tired of it.